Okay, then it's on to April C. and her podcast, and we're welcoming April C. Our first podcaster, our first comics podcaster, who has gone along with our. Sorry, this is the only place that Dave Sim does Q&A. Is please hold for Dave Sim once a month. But anybody who wants to ask questions can get 3 questions, and I will record your answers separately on our world-class recording device, so that you won't have the lunch bucket format that we favor here, which is just down the phone line. And when April left me a phone message, I went and Google searched April C. Now, we're saying April C. I don't know if she uses her full name. And her podcast, Off the Spinner Rack, and couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything at YouTube, couldn't find anything through Google search, couldn't find anything on Wikipedia. I thought, well, okay, it's Grandpa Luddite. We know that we have to work around that. And I asked Jennifer DiGiacomo, you have much better searching chops than I do, which is an understatement. What can you find me on April C. and her podcast? And she came up completely empty. I hate to sound paranoid, but April is also religious. She signed off on her phone message saying God bless, which only religious people are going to do. I don't know if this is one of those, the algorithms are stacked against that, and anybody who's not a 100% raving atheist, try having people find you. So that's my lead in, because you were in contact with April saying that this is what we were going to do. And right now people are looking at, we hope, images of her podcast and links and flashing lights and whatever else saying, this is where you find her. This is where you find it. This is where you find her interviews. And you take it away from there. And what can you tell us about Off the Spinner Rack?
I haven't watched any of the other videos, because she did put up, I sent her the audio files and said, you have right of first publication, so you can do whatever you want first before we get to this. And so she put the files together and made a video and put it up. And I shared that on the blog when it was ready as a please hold for Dave Sim. And so everybody had the opportunity, because right of first publication, if you're a podcaster and you get a hold of me and we do this thing type thing, it's your ball game. We come in and back cleanup. That's it. But so she's got 19 videos so far, including the new one that's got you, and the name of her channel, it is the Off the Spinner Rack podcast, but her channel's name is Creative Faye. So that's probably why nobody can find it, because they're looking for A, but it's listed under B. Okay.
All right. Keep going.
Let me go back to the other thing with the... So she sent me... She's like, do you want links to the other people I've interviewed? And it's like, yeah. Because, people might go, oh, I know that guy. So, Aaron Lepresti... I'm probably mispronouncing that. I know the name. It's
Lepresti? Yeah.
Yeah, I know the name. Dan Lawless, Martin Cart. See, and now it gets to, or it's webtoons.com/community/ and then it's just, it's not a name that I recognize type thing. Compass Comics, Horace Hoover, Andy Smith, that's another name that I recognize. Rocket Fiction, Mr. Jake Parker. So the links are going to be below this on the audio, and I'm going to put links in the video. And she did send images. I didn't send them up to you. She did do a drawing of Service that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll put this up. I don't think she sent... Yeah, she didn't send it to me. But in the podcast she did with your audio, when you were talking about your grandpa, buying you the Popeye comic, and then, you have to say thank you before they'd hand it to you type thing, she did do a quick sketch of a kid going, give me my comic, and the adult saying, what do you say?
Yeah.
And of course, any comic book fan who started collecting back when there were spinner racks and comics on the newsstand, that's not like something we made up. No, every single kid went through that of, give me that, it's mine. Well, no, I paid for it. Well, yeah, okay, but you bought it for me. That was the deal. It was the unspoken, I'll be good in the store, and then you're going to buy me something.
Yeah.
And it's always well, what do we say? Gimme?
Give me my effing comic book.
I mean...
It's Popeye, and Popeye is mine.
I remember getting Mad Magazine from the grocery store when I was out shopping with my grandparents, and it was very much okay, yeah, you can have it, and give it to me, it goes in the cart, and it's like, well, can I just carry it around the store? Maybe thumb through it a little bit while we're picking out cans of peas, and it's, no, you don't get to read it till we pay for it, and it's like, but this is boring, and if you give me that, you'll forget I exist.
And it's sitting right there.
It's not doing any good sitting at the bottom of the cart next to the bread.
And I can see it, and I'm a little kid. Don't you understand? Don't you remember being a little kid and going, I can see it, I want that? Yeah, that's why we invented thank you, which has gone out of popularity. So okay, well, April also did say that she was maybe interested in asking further questions that were faith-based questions. So we're always open for business here. If you do want to follow up, April, you know where to find us.
Right.